Hey everyone, welcome back to Cook the Books. I'm your host CJ, and happy Friday. We have some more NBA play-in tournament action. No video yesterday as there were just no games on. I mean, a bunch of hockey games that didn't really matter, and a bunch of shit baseball. So no video yesterday, but we're back today. NBA play-in tournament. We've got the Chicago Bulls going up against the Miami Heat. And then the other game is the Sacramento Kings against the New Orleans Pelicans. Two pretty good games, but the one that we're going to be focusing on in this video is that Chicago and Miami game. First up, a little bit of news about that game. Two big injuries in that one. Rozier is going to be out, and Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, he is going to be ruled out as well. So two big losses for the Heat there, but the show goes on. So it'll be interesting to see if they can take care of the Bulls here without those two key players. However, we're going to get in today's props, powered by props.cash as always. Use code CTB for 25% off at checkout. First up, we're going to be taking a look at Demar Derozan. So Demar Derozan, we're looking at his over 5.5 assist line. This is minus 130 on the books currently. Some books have it higher. It just kind of depends on where you get it, but FanDuel has it at minus 130 right now. 9 of the last 15 games he's hit over this line. He's averaging 5.9 assists over that span. The last 4, he's hitting 3 of the last 4, 6, 7, and 9, as you can see here. The big thing about this line, though, is his potential assists. So if we scroll down here, potential assists for DeMar DeRozan, he's averaging 11. So for those of you guys that don't know what potential assists are, it's exactly what it says it is. It's the potential for an assist. So if he passes it to someone, and whether they make it or not, that is a potential assist that he could get. So that is where it's counted. And if you look at all these games, I mean, this is just the last 15. He's getting 11, 15, 11, 11. Like, a lot of these are 11, 15, 14, 16. And especially of late in the last 6 games, 16, 13, 2 11s, 14, and 13. So his potential assists are way up. And then when talking about Miami, they love taking away your number one option. We saw that last game with the Philadelphia 76ers. They tried to take away Embiid. They shut him down. They took away Tyrese Maxey. They shut him down. And I mean, you're never going to fully shut down a star player. At least not a lot of the times that really happens, but you'll minimize their production a good bit. That's something that we're expecting in this one. Again, Miami plays that style of defense, and they really focus in on those star players. DeMar DeRozan is the Bulls' star player for points, so they're going to try to make someone else beat them. And DeMar DeRozan, as we talked about, his potential assists are way up. His assist numbers in general are up. A lot of these misses over these last 8 games. I mean, he's landed on the hook on 5. So, I mean, if you're not comfortable taking this as a straight up, you could look at maybe taking a alternate 4.5 line, and then tossing it into a pair. That could be an option as well. But for our official pick, we're going to be taking DeMar DeRozan over 5.5 assists. Again, that's minus 130 on FanDuel. Those are currently the best odds as of the time of this recording. So just shop it around, see if you can get a better price. If not, and it climbs, too far up there for you by the time you see this video, then maybe just skip on this one because it is becoming a popular play and people are hopping on it. Taking a look at our next prop, we're going to be looking at Kobe White. We're going to be looking at his over 9.5 rebounds and assists. In this one, I mean, if you look at this, if you guys took this at any point during the season, this was one that we were on heavy in the Discord all season long. He went on quite a run here, just hitting this line every single night, and it was pretty much this line every single night, and he delivered every single time. But as of late, ever since I think his name is Desunu, he's one of the Bulls guards. Ever since he came into the mix, the coach kind of changed up the usage of how they used Kobe White, and we saw these numbers kind of dip down. I mean, he's still not getting far off of them with 9, 8. He's still near that 10 mark, but he definitely was not hitting the same that he has been. However, when we look at the last game, this is their first play-in game, right? And they, when it mattered the most, they went to Kobe White and they said, "Here you go, Kobe. Carry us to victory." I mean, and he delivered. He had 15 rebounds and assists in that play-in game. And when you look at the head-to-head, and we're looking at this, by the way, this is filtered without Levine, just so you guys know. Levine's going to be out again. But 2 out of 2 games this season without Levine in the lineup, and Kobe White has had 18 and 12 against this Miami team. And that was with, I believe it was with, yeah. So it was with Jimmy Butler in both. I don't think they had Rozier at the time. So as you see, if we add him, it takes away. Yeah, both games with Jimmy Butler, and he had those numbers against him. So no Jimmy Butler, no Rozier. And again, Miami is going to be looking to neutralize DeMar DeRozan, the top guy. And it's going to be the ball more in Kobe White's hands. At least that's how we see it. You know, and that's how it's played out the last couple times they've played Miami. And these games were both in Miami, which we're going to have again tonight. It's going to be in Miami. And now we've seen that, you know, in the play-in game, the most important game of the season so far, his minutes, you know, you could see them declining here. His minutes went straight back up to that 43. And once he did that, his potential assists went up. You know, the assist numbers followed. He had 6 in that last game. And that's the thing about him too. This is a rebound and assist line. So if we look at his rebounds, I mean, he had 9 rebounds last game. And that's against Atlanta. They have good rebounders. He's just a great rebounder for a guard. And I mean, if we throw it back to, you know, he's hitting this line at a 64% rate on the season. And if we throw it back to see like all these lines that he hit, I mean, look at the rebounds here. I mean, he's hitting 10 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds. He's hitting 6 or more in a lot of these, and at least a minimum of 4. So for a guy that's getting, you know, if we look at his assists again, where was his assist? His assist, you know, he's averaging 5.5 assists on the season, and then for rebounds, he's averaging 5. You know, 5.5 plus 5. You do the math. That's over the line. So, and that's his average. That's going to be our second pick that we're going with. Kobe White over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. And then moving on to our last prop for the day, we have Hayward Highsmith. We're going to be taking a look at his over 11.5 points, rebounds, and assist line. It's going to be minus 125. This is kind of like our Batum play from the last play-in game. You know, we're looking at a guy that's not, you know, a superstar type player or anything like that, but he's benefiting here with, you know, guys being out. So Butler's out and Rozier's out. We filter for that. He has hit 8 out of the 11 games that he's played without those guys. And if you see here, I mean, like, besides these two where he's barely getting over that line, I mean, he's hitting in the 20s. He's getting around that 20 mark, it's clearing it pretty easily. And in the past, he's played Chicago without these guys, and he had 22. Granted, that was from 2022 season, so it's not as relevant here. But, you know, figured I'd still show it to you because there is the history versus the team. But more recent history from this season, he's hitting well over this line in 8 out of the last 11. Props has been projected for 17.35 points, rebounds, and assists, so well above his line. His average that you're seeing here is basically 15. It's 14.9, so 15 points, rebounds, assists. And, you know, with a line set at 11.5, it's very similar to that Batum line that we took in the last game. And he ended up having, I think that was on, what was that, an 8.5 PRA line for Batum, and he ended up having 20 points alone, not even to mention his rebounds and assists. So, I mean, we could see something similar out of Highsmith here, as he's going to benefit from Jimmy Butler being out. And, you know, his minutes, his normal minutes on the season are 20 is what his average is. If we take away both these guys being out, he's got a season average of 20.8. And you can see for the season, look at this. His usage was way down. And all of a sudden, boom, he's up. And now without these guys, if we filter these guys back out, up 5 minutes. And in his recent games, he's hitting 35, 32, 36. I mean, he's hitting a bunch of these games in the 30s. And then even if we just filter these guys back out and see what he's been doing in literally the last 10 games, you know, again, his minutes are up. He's around that 30 line, 35 in this one. A little bit lower usage in these games, but right back up against Philly in that last game. Their first play-in game is around 30, and that's with these guys. So without, it goes right up to the 30 plus is what we can probably expect in this game. I would say at least at a minimum, he's getting 25 to 29 minutes in this game. So that gives him plenty of opportunities to get over an 11.5 points, rebounds, and assist line. And as he's done 73% of the time, 8 out of 11 games so far this season. So our last pick, Hayward Highsmith, over 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So go ahead and lock that in. And just to recap the full betting card, we have Demar Derozan over 5.5 assists. We have Kobe White over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. And then we have Hayward Highsmith over 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That is the full free card. Again, if you guys want all of our best bets, everything that we are playing, as always, that is linked down in the description in our VIP Discord. We have a lot of cheat sheets that come out every day for all sports. 10 plus cappers giving picks for every single sport in there as well. So not just NBA, anything that you have. We're on a run with baseball right now. So if you guys are interested in that, link is down in the description below. Also, if you guys want more free picks, you can follow myself, all of our 10 cappers, as well as our official Cook the Books page over on X, Twitter, whatever we're calling it nowadays. We give out a bunch of free picks over on Twitter. So if you want more free plays, go ahead and check that out and follow us there. If you guys are new here, we're giving out picks every single day. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment something, even if it's just emoji. It really does help us out in the algorithm, and we do appreciate it. That's going to do it from us. If you guys are following the bets, good luck. And as always, let's cook the books.